What if I told you Dungeon Quest has had multiple maps that have been ready for release but got scrapped last second? Today, we're going to be talking about the maps that could have been here in Dungeon Quest because there's no update yet, we have no leaks yet, so I think it's only fair that we jump into the past and see what could have been here in Dungeon Quest. Hello everyone, welcome back to another Dungeon Quest video. I have not said that in a while. Oh my goodness, I just stopped saying hello guys, welcome back, but we brought it back because today we're jumping back in the past, probably around when possibly samurai to even steampunk came out. It was probably worked on during that time, but today, as I said, we are going to have a look at a picture of a map that never got to see the light of day here in Dungeon Quest. Obviously, we've had quite a few updates here on Dungeon Quest, and we haven't had one in almost half a year. Hopefully, the next update comes out within the next few weeks. Obviously, if you guys want to see the leaks for the last few things coming out to do with the next lava dungeon, make sure to go check out all of my leak videos in the past week or so over there. But also, if you guys are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. We'd like to get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and we are at 90,000.6 right now, I think, at that point in time. But yeah, we're so close to being on the last home stretch. Subscribing is free, and obviously you can unsubscribe anytime if you guys do not like this type of content. But yeah, today, as I said, we're jumping back into the past. So we have had a number of people leave the Dungeon Quest team over the past few months, which is really upsetting. I would like to have seen these people come back at some point, but it was confirmed in the tweet thread when someone asked what was happening, and he said that he actually resigned around November, December 2019. So these maps were last year. Obviously we were really missing out on some updates last year. Obviously we had a few that were leaked that were possible, but we'll just go over those in a second. So I will say there was a graveyard map actually thought of around June last year. It was supposed to be a dungeon but got scrapped last second. I do not have confirmation on that, but I do know it was something that was being worked on at the time. But now we have a really weird tweet from one of the old builders. So Zartania, I think I'm saying that right, actually tweeted out, here's some pictures of my work that never saw the light of day. Some of them have seen the light of day since he did actually do these, and he actually put multiple games, but the majority were Dungeon Quest. So he said there was going to be one map for Dungeon Quest, another map for Demon Slayers, another 2 maps for Dungeon Quest afterwards, and one has since been used, and I think the other one has been used. I'm not entirely sure. Someone will probably say that it's a boss raids map. I think it is a boss raids map, but it's been altered a little bit. But we have a medieval church map for Dungeon Quest, a samurai dojo for Demon Slayers, a steampunk's boss room at an angle that you guys probably haven't seen before, and we have a brand new map that was built with Lucius Equitus Maro for Dungeon Quest, and I had to scroll back so far to get these tweets, and I'm super excited to show it to you guys. So this is the tweet, and it has 4 images. As you can see, the 4 images there's some things there that you may not have seen before, and we're going to be focusing on a sci-fi city. Oh my goodness. I was freaking out when I saw this map because I really thought this would have been a really good thing to bring into the Dungeon Quest era, because we're going from pirates and deserts and everything. Now we're doing more modern orbital outposts, but this is the image right here. We have so much going on in this image. We can see it is obviously a packed full city. We can see it has a monorail line. We can see the buildings have lights in it. We can see there is a literal Dungeon Quest billboard on one of the buildings. We see some hanging lights. We see some lampposts. We see obviously a road, and we see, I think, traffic lights, kind of. I'm not entirely sure. They could even be spawning sections. But Zartania actually did say, after he tweeted that a day later, saying, hey guys, so I probably should have worded this differently. These images haven't been shown before, and that is what I meant when I said never saw the light of day. I'm aware that some of these are used in game, with the exception of the second and the fourth one. The second one being the Demon Slayer Samurai Dojo, and the fourth being the Sci-Fi City Dungeon here in Dungeon Quest. So this is the image once again. I really wish this dungeon came out. I would have loved to have seen it. Obviously, I'd like to still see this come in the future. So Vinny, Joey, Brandon, if you guys are watching this, please bring this map in. I think it would be a really good thing. And the map is already built. If Blacksmith wants to rebuild it himself, highly go at it. I would love to see this map. It's a great inclusion. Obviously, we're doing a lava dungeon, but Sci-Fi City sounds really cool. I think this may have been when they were thinking of either Orbital Outpost or Sci-Fi City, since it was November, December that it was made, but I think, I don't know, I really would have loved to have seen this map. I could have just imagined some of the bosses being even just like robots. For example, if you've played Generation Zero, they've got different like tiers of robots on there. I think that would be a really good addition to have those types of things, but it kind of would have fallen with the theme of like steampunk and orbital. This is more like modern city vibes. I like it, but I will say one thing. Why didn't it come out? I do not know why this didn't come out. Maybe, as I said, it got replaced with Orbital. Maybe because the person left the team in November, December. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe they still have the rights to it. Maybe they don't have the rights, but I'm not sure. If it was a commission, then they obviously have the rights, but who wants to see this dungeon come out? Let me know down in the comment section below with hashtag Sci-Fi City down in the comments. This is insane. Why haven't we had this dungeon before? And as you can see, I am literally doing cosmetic runs, as you guys can see in the background as well. But we have gone through what? Desert, winter, pirate, kings, underworld, samurai, canals, castly. There's so many that we have done, and we've missed out on an update for half a year. This could have been a fix for one of the updates. You had a map ready. Why didn't it come out? Obviously, there are multiple that probably haven't come out and multiple that we are not even aware of. As I said, there was a graveyard map at one point as well, and I know there have teased a lot more that could have come, but they just didn't. I'm really upset that these haven't, because I would have loved to have been playing Dungeon Quest the last few months, and I will be brutally honest when I say I did not touch Dungeon Quest for a good 2 to 3 months because there was no updates. There was no point in me playing. Now I'm back playing because I want to get the cyan rune, I think it's a cyan rune, or the light blue rune, to get the cosmetics, to be able to get the 6th rune when it does come out for the Excalibur quest, because the Excalibur quest is the only quest that is here in Dungeon Quest. The only quest in Dungeon Quest. Yes, you heard me right. The only quest. Obviously, the runes are a big thing and it's a big storyline, but I would like to see the 6th rune come out in this next update. Obviously, we've been waiting for the Excalibur for a good year. I think it's been a year now since it started being released. I would like to see it come out more and obviously be more involved, and I'd just like to see more updates in general in the game. I know that creator burnout is a thing. I've had it myself with a lot of things, especially with games not updating at the moment. Skyblock didn't update, Dungeon Quest hasn't updated, Spy the Killer hasn't updated, Piggy is no longer a thing really because, you know, it's completely finished for that chapter. We're waiting on other things to come into play, but let me know in the comments down below what games you guys would like to see me play. Just leave a comment with the game name and I will search it up and have some fun. I do want to include some of my friends in videos as well, but yeah, I don't really know what to say. I want this map to be a thing. I wanted it to come out. I just wish that it didn't. And people were thinking, Kira, you are a staff member. Why didn't you know about this before? I heard about this map back in March when it came out on Twitter and it was just liked. I found it just randomly in my newsfeed because I follow him, and I spent, what, 3 to 4 hours scrolling through every single tweet to do with Dungeon Quest to find this specific map. This map was like buried. It's like we heard about it and it's gone, but we're bringing this back to light. We need to see this map come back into play, and I want it to. That's probably just me and my selfishness, but I would like to see this map. I do not think it's that hard to bring it back, especially when you have a map already built. I know that developing takes a long time with spells, animations, rigging, and all that type of stuff, but you already have a map built. It's right there in front of us, and it's probably in their logs too. And I said, they probably got a lot more. We want updates. We kind of deserve updates at this point. As I said, half a year without an update, it's a bit extreme, especially when, what, 10 dungeons now? We need either a lure put in, we need updated versions of the current maps, we need more things to have more content, because at this point, we're just grinding for levels, and let's say I'm level 155 at this point in time, and the dungeon, if that goes to 150, 155, I'm finished that dungeon's leveling. I only need to get the next 10 levels for the next dungeon. There's something that needs to be fixed here in terms of gameplay, because I know people that are now level 180, and they're set for the next, what, 3, 4, 5 dungeons if they ever come out. But at this point in time, people are referring to Dungeon Quest 2 coming out. I know it is a thing that people have been like, oh my god, we need this, and I know that other YouTubers have pointed this out in the past. While I would like to see a Dungeon Quest revamp or remake, I do not think a Dungeon Quest 2 as a separate game is a good way to go about it. I think adding in a second chapter for the current Dungeon Quest is a thing, but if they add in a new chapter, they have to have a storyline, they have to have some cutscenes or some type of lore to it, because I see where they're going with it, and I understand why they don't just want to do dungeon after dungeon after dungeon after dungeon. They want to do something different. That's why they tried wave defense, they've tried boss raids, now we're trying with PvP, but that's going to be its own separate game now, and I understand all of that, but we kind of want dungeons, and we want content inside of dungeons. We don't want to complete a dungeon within a day. That's basically what the last few updates have been, and then we don't play for 2 months, 2, 3, 5 months at this point, because updates have not come out, and I'm frustrated. I know you guys are frustrated, especially as well, because you guys play every single day, and you rely on these types of videos to see what is coming within the future. But why didn't this come out? Why have we had to find out this through Twitter, through someone that has left the company as a total? But I think it'd be a cool map to have eventually if possible. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's little mini video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you guys are brand new to the channel, also hit the notification bell to be notified every single time I post a video or start a stream, because new update hopefully within the next few weeks. I cannot wait for it, and I cannot wait to show you guys more things on the dungeon, because I hope it is going to be absolutely amazing. So I hope you guys have a lovely day or night, we're going to be in the world, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Bye guys.